Hey guys, so a week from today, I will be done with my first year of college, which is wild. Throughout this past semester specifically, I've been thinking a lot about how I've changed in the past year. And I thought it was worth talking about because before I went to college, I was really scared. I just didn't feel ready to get on with that part of my life yet. But obviously I got thrown into the college life anyway, and I really think it benefited me a lot and in ways that I didn't really expect it to. So the thing that got me thinking about this in the first place was the way that I noticed myself developing in my career poetry class. So the first day I got into that class, I was so fucking scared because we were going to be reading poetry and talking about it in class, and I was pretty insecure about my ability to read poetry, and especially like sophisticated poetry. And the more terrifying thing was that we were going to write poetry and workshop it in the class, which meant people were going to look at my poems that I wrote and talk about how they were bad. I signed up for the seminar because I like poetry, I like to read it, and I have tried writing it and it's fun, but I never felt confident in it. And the first time I workshopped a poem, it was not a good poem. I was not super good at writing poetry. I didn't really get what I needed to do, and pretty much the whole class was like, I don't get it. And it was really scary and embarrassing, and I did not feel good after the first time I workshopped it. But throughout the class, we kept learning about poetry and reading all different types of poetry and talking about the ways to make your poetry sophisticated and just better. And by the second time I got to workshop a poem, which was probably like a month-ish later, people really liked it. So the third and last time I workshopped a poem in this class, I was not nervous about it, and I felt good about it, and I was excited to hear what people had to say, and I was excited to get feedback on how to improve it. And I wasn't scared anymore of doing that. And that's when I started to realize that not only had I developed skills in something that I thought I was just like destined to be bad at forever, but I'd also developed confidence in it. And I'm so like not used to developing confidence in particular fields, and especially about things that I was once insecure about. I feel like I either go into something confident or I just never become confident in it ever. But I genuinely did get better at this thing that I was insecure about, and I became more secure in it. This got me thinking about other ways that college helped me develop as a person, and while I was thinking about that, I realized that I'm not as shy as I used to be. In high school, you would not see me raising my hand for any class, and even in my first semester of college, I really did not participate in class discussions. But this semester, at some point, I decided, screw that, I'm gonna raise my hand and talk about stuff even if I don't know if it's right. And as a naturally shy and anxious person, I have pretty much accepted that whenever I do raise my hand to talk in a group of people, I am always going to have that feeling in my heart where I'm just freaking out and feel like I need to leave the room because it's too much. But that has not gotten in the way of me talking in class this semester. Along the same lines, probably the biggest thing I was worried about going into college was making friends and being able to talk to strangers. And I'm gonna be honest, that one has been a little difficult, but somehow, still, even though I am shy and introverted and I do not go out of my way to talk to people, I have still made a few friends. Somehow I did that, even though I am myself an anxious child. And yeah, that's an area where I still need to work on things and improve and develop myself as a person more, but that's the thing. I feel like I can do that now. I don't really know how yet, and it is kind of scary to think about how I'm gonna move forward in the future. But in the past 8 months, these parts of my life that I wasn't entirely secure in and that I was worried about, and these parts of my personality that held me back from being my best self, those things developed beyond my control. I'm gonna have to put in some effort to change things in the future and to keep working on becoming a full adult. But this isn't a one-step process, and I am naturally going to learn more. I'm going to grow as a person just as a result of time passing by and of me being in college. And it's nice to be reassured by what's happened in the past 8 months that I can continue growing throughout college and that I can work through things that are hard for me, and that I'm just gonna get better because of college, and that's really cool. It makes it a little less scary knowing that I've already started doing that. So yeah, if you're scared of not just college, but just any new situation that you're being thrown into, you'll be okay. You'll figure it out and it'll make you better in ways that you might not even have expected. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time I make a video. Y'all, I'm so ready to be done. I'm so ready. So ready. I wanna just be home with my dog. That's all I want.